That is one pretty dress. Family and friends, I welcome each and every one of you here to the marriage of Jeff and Amber and Coco.
Better?
Yeah.
It's a privilege to share such a happy occasion. We are here not only to witness the vows and promises you are about to exchange, but also to wish you the best life has to offer in your future life together as husband and wife. Who presents Amber to be married to Jeff?
We do.
Are both of you willing to give your hand to the one whose heart you hold?
Yes.
Yes.
Please say yes.
Yes. We didn't read our notes.
We come together not to mark the start of your relationship, but to recognize the bond that already exists between the two of you. Throughout history, what people have found that is essential for a strong and long-lasting relationship can be founded on what we call love. I think it's important that we consider this today, because after all, if you did not love each other, we would not be here today. So as important as this ceremony is, it is important that we recognize the foundation of your marriage was formed long before you ever came here today, and that is the love you share. Now, Jeff and Amber, you've gathered your friends and family together to celebrate this special day with you. There's no doubt that you will be receiving some advice today. Probably lots. But I believe I speak for every witness here when I say, let your love be stronger than your anger. Learn the wisdom of compromise, for it is better to bend than to break. Look for the best in your beloved. Confide in your partner and ask for help when you need it. Remember, the true friendship is the basis for a long-lasting relationship. Give your spouse the same courtesy and kindness that you bestow on your friends. Say, I love you every day. And Jeff, at the end of each sentence, say, yes, dear.
You got it. Oh, sorry. Yes, dear.
Not for me.
Oh, sorry.
But I'll take it.
Yes, dear.
Amber and Jeff have made a remembrance box to put in a love letter to each other to be opened anytime in the future when they feel they want to reapply their love to each other. Today we will place the letters and a bottle of wine in a box to create their very romantic time capsule to be opened either on their first wedding anniversary or a reminder of their commitment to one another. If before your first wedding anniversary you find your marriage ending in hardship, as a couple, open this box, sit and drink the wine, and read the letters you wrote to each other. Amber and Jeff will now seal their time capsule. I think it's already sealed.
Oh, it's sealed.
And you put something in there, I hope?
Oh, yeah.
Jeff, will you have Amber to be your wife, to live together in the bonds of marriage? Will you commit yourself completely to her and her alone? Will you promise to love her, care for her, and stand by her through all that life may bring, as long as you both shall live?
Yes, dear. Right? I'm confused right now.
I do.
I do.
Actually, it's I will, but we'll accept
All right.
it. Amber, will you have Jeff to be your husband, to live together in the bonds of marriage? Will you commit yourself completely to him and him alone? Will you promise to love him, care for him, and stand by him through all that life may bring, as long as you both shall live?
I will.
She said it right.
Keep my comments to myself.
Jeff, please take your bride's hand and repeat after me. I, Jeff, give myself to you, Amber.
I, Jeff, give myself to you, Amber.
On this, our wedding day,
On this, our wedding day,
I will cherish our friendship
I will cherish our friendship.
and love you today, tomorrow, and forever.
I will love you today, tomorrow, and forever.
I will trust you and honor you.
I will trust you and honor you.
I will love you faithfully
I will love you faithfully
through the best and the worst,
through the best and the worst,
through the difficult and the easy,
through the difficult and the easy,
whatever comes our way.
whatever comes our way.
I will be there always,
I will be there always.
and I have given you my hand to hold,
I have given you my hand to hold,
so I give you my life to keep.
so I give you my life to keep.
Amber, please repeat after me. I, Amber, give myself to you, Jeff.
I, Amber, give myself to you, Jeff.
On this, our wedding day,
On this our wedding day,
I will cherish our friendship
I will cherish our friendship
and love you today, tomorrow, and forever.
and love you today, tomorrow, and forever.
I will trust you and honor you.
I will trust you and honor you.
You laughed. I will love you faithfully
I will love you faithfully
through the best and the worst,
through the best and the worst,
through the difficult and the easy,
through the difficult and easy,
with whatever comes our way.
and whatever comes our way.
I will always be there, always.
I will always be there always.
As I have given you my hand to hold, so I give you my life to keep.
As I given you my hand to hold,
So I give you my
so
life
I
to
give
keep.
you my life to keep.
Way too long.
That's okay. I'm reading off paper. So. Okay. We have a little special thing. We got your friends to say a few things about
Interesting.
each of you.
Weird.
Amber, will you take Jeff even though he loves the Angels?
Yes.
Will you take Jeff even though he loves the Rams?
Yes.
Will you take Jeff even though he loves golf?
Yes.
Will you let him play golf?
Yes.
Will you take Jeff even though he loves bowling?
Yes.
Will you take Jeff? Now this is hard for me to say. Even though he loves UCLA.
Yes.
Whoa!
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a Georgia fan. Okay, now this is for Jeff.
This could be deal breakers here.
Okay. Will you love her for her chips and salsa?
Yes.
This is from her friends, not me.
All right.
Will you love her for her wine?
Yeah.
Will you love her for cocoa?
Yes.
Will you love her for her sleep?
Yes.
Will you love her even though she wants to watch Joey, Ross, Chandler, Rachel, Monica, Phoebe, and reruns of Friends?
Yes. That's all we watch.
Okay. We will now do the ring exchange. I think.
I think. Hudson, bud. I'll let you hold him.
The wedding ring is a symbol of the unbroken circle of love, for love freely given has no beginnings and no end. Once these rings are given and received, they seal the covenant that you have made with one another. May these rings always be a loving reminder of the ties that bind you together forever as husband and wife. May I have the tokens for Jeff and Amber's love for each other? Best man? Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
It changed a little bit since we did this.
I told
Thank
you we
you,
threw it
Hudson.
curveballs.
Okay, Jeff, please repeat. Oh, here's your ring. Jeff, please repeat after me. Amber, as I place this ring on your finger,
Amber, as I place this ring on your finger,
may it always remind you of my never-ending love.
will it always remind you of my never-ending love.
And may it always remind me
And it'll always remind me
of the precious treasure I have in you.
of the precious treasure I have in you. Yeah, that's right. It was hard, okay?
Hey, you're getting me to laugh. Wear this ring with joy,
Wear this ring with joy,
for your love has made me complete.
for your love has made me complete.
Yes, this hand right.
Yep. Over the knuckle.
Amber.
Gotta have to push it hard.
Oh, this is Jeff. Oh, Jeff, as I place this ring on your finger,
Jeff, as I place this ring on your finger,
may it always remind me of my never-ending love.
may it always remind me of my never-ending love.
And may it always remind me
And may it always remind me
of the precious treasure I have in you.
of the precious treasure I have in you.
Yeah.
Hey, I have trouble with that word too.
We would have
Wear this
changed
ring
this.
with joy.
What was it?
Wear this ring with joy,
Wear this ring with joy,
for your love has made me complete.
for your love has made me complete.
Amber and Jeff, now that you have shared with each other the words of love and commitment, and we have witnessed the expression of love as you have given each other these rings, and you have joined your hands and hearts before your family and friends. It is with great joy that I pronounce you husband and wife. Jeff? Jeff? You know what to do. Oh.
I love you.
I love you.
More. They want more. But, family and friends, it is my privilege to introduce to you for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Jeff Weidner.
Where's our jam at? Huh? California.
But ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start off their relationship as man and wife with an angel dream.
I dreamed you, I saw your face, cut my lifeline, wind drifting through space. I saw an angel, I saw my fate. I can only thank God it was not too late. Over mountains I floated away, across an ocean I dreamed her name. I followed an angel down through the gates. I can only thank God it was not too late.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce the best real estate agent in Canyon Country.
Hello? Welcome, everybody. I am Anthony Bedgood. I am the best man. The most important thing that I want to address today is if there's anybody out there that needs to buy or sell their home, here I am. Well, first off, I would like to start with Amber. Amber and I went to Valencia High School together. She claims she didn't know who I was, but come on. I mean, we traveled in the same kind of groups, and but we didn't really know each other all that well. It was when we worked on Valencia High School's 20-year reunion where we really became rather close. You know, we did committee meetings together. We really bonded, and she was one of my favorite people to work with. So we formed a strong relationship, and at the reunion, my best friend Jeff Weidner comes up to me and he says, "Hey, who's that Amber Molina girl?" He was a little tipsy at the time, that's all I'm saying. But he was like, "Hey, why don't you go put in a good word for me?" And I was like, okay. I'll go work the magic, don't worry. I walk up to Amber Molina, and she grabs my jacket and she says, "If one more guy I didn't know from high school hits on me, I'm gonna go crazy." And I said, "You know what, I have nothing to say to you right now." I walked back to Jeff and went, "How'd it go?" I went, "Great, dude, don't worry about it. It's all set up." She comes back to me the next day. I tell her the story. She laughs, and she's like, "Well, tell me more about Jeff." And I talked him up probably a little more than I should have. So what I'd like everybody in this room to know is that I'm actually responsible for this happening. As a matchmaker, I am 1 for 1, and I am retiring as it ended in a marriage. I'm pretty good, all right? Mine and Jeff's past is a little more sordid and difficult to explain, but we'll start from the very first day that I met Jeff Weidner. Meeting Jeff Weidner was, that entire day was hands down top 5, one of the worst days of my life. When you talk about adolescent life, it was probably the single most worst day I've ever had. So we were freshmen at different schools. We all went to Valencia High School. I went to Hart my freshman year when it first opened. Graduated in '97. So my freshman year was at Hart High School. And I decided I wanted to try out for the JV basketball team of Valencia, the new school. And me and my boys, we practiced all the time. Tony Khan's in here. He was one of my guys. He was one of my squad. It was me, Tony, and then there was this guy who was about this tall, who had a Casio keyboard watch. Really good basketball player. Tryouts were at Hart High School. This is the summer, May of whatever. I was 14, 15 years old, and I'm feeling good. We've been practicing for a week. Me and Tony and this other guy walk up, and Jeff comes rolling up from Canyon High School, and he's got 2 black guys who are the most athletic guys you've ever seen in your entire life, who ended up being our starting quarterback and running back at Valencia High School. That's his squad. It's me, Tony, and this guy with the Casio watch. But I'm still feeling good. It's been a week of practice, putting up free throws and missing most of them, but I was feeling good. It's JV basketball, who cares? We get divided out into teams, and me and Jeff are about, the same body build, we're about the same height, same weight, so we get matched up against each other to play against each other. And the coach said something that actually I should have known that this day was going to be the worst day of my life, because he points at Jeff's team and he goes, "Shirts, And he points over to my team and goes, Skins. I know looking at me right now, you think that I'm the epitome of fitness, but back then, I was a chunky 14-year-old kid who was really horrified about this moment right here. Not to mention, Valencia girls' cheerleading tryouts were on the basketball court right next to us. And I could feel, as soon as I pulled my shirt off, I could feel every single one of those cheerleaders looking at me, judging every jiggle. But I put it away. I said, you know what? I'm prepared. I'm about to ball it up. Let's go. I'm like, I don't know this guy. I could take this guy on. So we start playing. I get fed the rock down in the post. I put up a shot. Jeff slaps it so hard off of the basketball court. I was like, okay, that's one. That's one. I think in that game I put up about 4 or 5 shots. Jeff had 4 or 5 blocks. I didn't even touch the backboard. I mean, every single one Jeff sent away. When playing him on defense, he had learned something that I guess I'd never learned as a basketball player. It's called the pump fake. So every time he'd get the ball, one of these, and because he had rejected me so hard, I'm jumping out of my shoes just to send it. Easy layup, easy layup. So at that moment, I was like, this isn't going well. This is not the day that I visualized. And sure enough, I got taken aside and they said, and Anthony, maybe next year. Jeff Weidner made the basketball team. I did not. And and from that moment on, instead of blaming everything else, I said, that guy right there, first day of school, I'm gonna kick his ass. I did not like Jeff Weidner. I hated Jeff Weidner. And the first day of school, I don't even remember what happened. I probably walked up to him something like this going, hey, you remember me? And he probably went, no, what's up, man? My name's Jeff. And then he gave me the giggle and I fell in love with him. So, I'm a man of few words, like most of you know. Oh, okay. All right, we're wrapping it up. But, to this very day, me and Jeff Weidner are not friends. I am honored to call Jeff Weidner my brother. We bonded like brothers. We fight like brothers. He's been there for me in some of the worst times of my life. I have a family, and his family still took me in. Like, I don't know how many times I've lived at the Weidner's house throughout my crazy 20s, but his family has called me their own. My family has called him their own, and I am so honored, and I feel so blessed to stand next to you guys and be here with you on your most special day. And I would like everybody to raise a glass. To Jeff and Amber, I wish you guys the truest of love, the greatest of prosperity, and the happiest days of your life. Cheers.
Of course they would put me after Anthony. Thank you for that. So, this is definitely from the heart. I'm gonna do my best not to cry. I'm not Mr. Funny Guy like Anthony Bedgood. I had to put my thoughts on paper because even though it's from the heart, there was no way I could memorize this. I'm gonna start by saying you need to trust the timing of your life. I have always been a firm believer that all things happen for a reason. Some to bring you pure joy and others to challenge you and help you grow. Insert freshman math class. This strange girl turns around and steals my favorite purple pen. She also sparked up a conversation, and little did I know, a 20-plus year friendship. From sleepovers to weekly hair straightening sessions, to attending rival high schools, go Canyon Cowboys, from weekly trips to a certain clothing store. I wasn't gonna say it, but it's okay. Where we laughed so hard we literally Peter Pants. To relationship. I've been there. I've seen it. Yeah. To relationship woes in high school. Cruising up and down Soledad, blasting music, driving around aimlessly, laughing and talking, and just being our own version of cool. Then there were the nights at Denny's eating pepper fries, super long drives to places we shouldn't have gone, like San Diego, or stalking boys' houses. The Black Mustang really got us around. What was his name? There were even a few scary moments when we had to duck down in the car for fear of being shot. See, Mom Molina, we were a good duo. You didn't have to worry about us. So many moments with Amber brought me pure joy. But it was time to test our friendship and the strength of our years spent together. From nightly calls to literally save me from myself and the difficult path I was on, to becoming roomies, to a new relationship, which came with unforeseen complications, to actual physical fights to protect me, to being placed right in the middle, to the days we were no longer in each other's lives. We didn't know then, but those years apart were meant to be as well. This was our time to grow in the challenges that life was going to throw our way. And I know that you were knocked down, that your strength and your courage, I'm shaking like Amber was earlier. Oh God, that the strength and your courage was tested in ways that I wish never happened. But I also know that you stood up every time and found your voice and found who you are. So remember that timing is everything. It may be those gray hairs that brought me back to you. This girl could color, like you just don't even know. The girl, yes, thank you. The girl who swore she would never work in cosmetology. I'll never take over my dad's salon. I don't know about the rest of you, but Amber, thank God you went into that line of work. Oh, she could wash hair like nobody's business, by the way. Just go get your hair washed. Seriously. Anyway, it was time to go back to pure joy. That relationship I mentioned before has become a 17-year marriage for me, all because you were placed in the middle. And I thank you for that. And just like you stole my purple pen, you stole Jeff's heart. So some will say, it's about time, Dad Molina. But I say, this is the perfect time. Amber, I hope you see what you're worth. That you are worthy of true, deep love, the kind of love you deserve. I hope you feel what it means to be in a partnership where both parties give and take. That balance comes with being in a healthy relationship that is filled with love and compassion and is truly real. I mean, quite honestly, if Jeff gardening the salon property after only 1 month of dating you doesn't show it, I'm not sure what does. Honestly. Jeff, I hope you see the deep loyalty that Amber will always show you. And may you always protect that beautiful smile and heart that she has given you. I am honored to share in this moment of your life and for the times in your marriage that are coming, that are to be cherished. Moments that will surely bring challenges that will help you grow as a couple together, and moments of pure joy today, tomorrow, and forever. To Mo Weed, and no, that's not what you think it is. It's Molina to Weidner. And the only other thing I have to say, and I can't believe I'm gonna do this even though I'm a county cowboy, raise the ruckus?
hard act to follow. Anthony, you crushed it, man. So, I got no song teed up. I got nothing. So, before I give my speech, I've got a quick backstory. About 13 years ago, I married my beautiful and amazing wife. And side note to Jeff, it's always good to publicly compliment your wife. Anyways, my wife is beautiful, amazing, talented. And on our wedding day, it was, we had a small wedding. There's probably 15, 20 people at our wedding. And our reception was in the back of this restaurant in Malibu. And when we walked out into the back of the restaurant, the DJ grabbed me. He said, "Hey, who's your best man?" And without hesitation, I pointed to this guy and said, "This guy is my best man." Now, Anthony wasn't there that day. But I do want to make the point that he was my best man, so just so I can rub it in later. All right, but what Jeff and I didn't know was the DJ there handed him the microphone and said, "Hey, give a speech." And so he had no preparation. Jeff got pulled up in front of the people there, and Jeff did what he does. He crushed it. He got up, he said some beautiful things. I don't remember any of it, but I'm sure it was lovely. And he did his thing, he crushed it. So I told him, out of respect for what I put him through that day, I too would, I'd step up here and wing it. So, listen. My brother, I love you. It's been a lifetime of just awesome stories, right? When you were little, before you can even talk, I remember our mom used to go outside and grab me and bring me in to try to interpret what you were asking for. I think mom was messing with us. So she got a good laugh, but that's a true story. When you were 3 or 4 years old, I remember we used to pretend you were Fozzie Bear. That's an inside joke. And you had a very, very different interpretation of Fozzie, yes. No, not the true story, not for this one. I mean, like, we remember when Jesus took your teeth, you know, and I remember when you probably were 17 or 18 years old, and I realized my little brother was no longer my little brother. He used to pin me against the wall in the parents' house, or on the grass, or pick me up and carry me around. So, a lot of good memories and stories. But the one story I remember that kind of sticks out for today that I want to share with the group is Jeff was over at my house hanging out. We were, you know, just chilling, and we don't talk a lot about like serious stuff. I punched him in the arm. I said, "Hey, how are you? What's going on?" He turned to me. He's like, "Hey, look, I'm just so happy, and it feels so good to have someone like Amber in my life." And I looked at this guy, and I knew that, you know, today we'd be here, and I was happy for him. And so my toast today is not to Jeff. My toast today is to Amber. Amber, thank you for bringing that kind of love and joy into Jeff's life. He deserves it. And I'm teasing you, man. Listen, you're not a good guy, you're the best guy. You really are. Throughout my life, you've always been there for me. You know, you're amazing. And so, look, I wish you guys nothing but the best. Work hard at it. You know, take care of each other, and let's get some cousins.
Since everybody else was long-winded, I guess I'll just go with short and sweet. Amber, you make my brother happy. You both come over to the house. It's wonderful. You want to know what? I'm happy for both of you. Love each other. Take care of each other. I love you both. If you need anything, let me know.
I wasn't ready for this, because don't know. I took Raise the Ruckus for you. Yes, thank you very much. That was my Raise the Ruckus. Now, what am I supposed to say? Anyhow, I did have something prepared. I'm not going to talk about the stalker that was going like this the whole 20-year reunion. Nope. It's all right. It's all right, yes. So, short and sweet. Sometimes the road of life takes us to a place we had planned. Sometimes it shows us a surprise around the bend we could never have anticipated. We make decisions based on the information we have. We accept the ups and downs as they come. We live one day at a time. But often we find it only when we look back that we can see what we had thought was a wrong turn brought us to exactly the place that was meant to be. I can't express how happy I am for the both of you. It took longer than expected, but with patience and no doubt, you two will have the happy ever after that you both deserve. And were meant to have all along. It's been my honor to be part of this crazy ride, and boy do we have a crazy bridal party. I wish you all the best, nothing but happiness, and know it's not gonna be easy. You have to work at it. So hard. You gotta listen, you gotta compromise, but above all, respect. It's a union in which two people must learn from each other, admit their mistakes, and accept each other's faults, and willingly adjust behaviors to make it work. But never lose that love that brought you guys together in the first place. Go VHS. Yeah. Always remain each other's biggest cheerleader in life. I love you both, and to you guys, Mr. and Mrs. Weidner!
So I pretty much known Jeff my whole life. 34 years probably. Longer than most people here. That guy over there. Him, the Weidner, that's about it, other than this room. Anthony sold my house, I've known them all. I remember the first time I met Amber, we went to a bar, watched the UCLA game. That was the first time I met her. Pretty much told me serious about her, so like I said, I've known him 34 years. I'm happy for him. Congratulations. I don't know what else to say. When the day comes, he's my best man, so.
That's a problem.
Congratulations. Love you both. Anything you ever need, I'm here.
Thank you, man.
Good luck.
Here, here. Here, here.
My name is Kelly. Some of you might not even know who I am, but I really know these two. And I have to say something. Oddly, though they didn't know each other in high school, I probably met them about the same time in high school. Amber and I played basketball together, and Jeff and I were in chemistry together, and we were in Mr. Guan's class. And I know you guys all know this. Jeff is a guy that we all love. Jeff is everybody's brother, and that is so special. And I'm so happy for you, and I am so excited that the person you married is also someone that I love too. So it's incredibly selfish. But I just wanted to say congratulations, you guys. You guys deserve this so much for each other, and I cannot wait for you to make little Weidner babies for us to have.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and I've been friends with Jeff and Anthony since I was about 15 years old. Actually, both of them worked with me and for my parents at Sapphire Ventures. And so my dad started golfing, and he started golfing with Jeff. And he then would tell me, like, oh, hey, I was golfing with Jeff. You know, Jeff's dating someone right now. And I said, oh, that's great, Dad. Who is it? He said, well, her name's Amber Molina. You know, they're really happy, whatever. I said, Dad, you know that I've known Amber Molina since I was in elementary school. And he said, wait, what? I said, yeah, her family lived up the street from us. We were in the same Girl Scout troop. Don't you remember that? And he did not, but he was excited to tell me how happy Jeff was and how amazing it was, and he thought it could be something serious. So he was really excited to tell me, but I love you, Jeff. I'm so happy for you. And you two are such a great match, and I wish you nothing but the best.
I am so sorry I'm coming to the party late with all of you. I just met Amber maybe 5-6 years ago. Turbulent time in our lives. But we became such good friends. She's babysat my daughter and sent me some very funny emoji faces. But Jeff, as I said to you much earlier, thank you so much for complimenting one of my good friends. I appreciate you and all you do for her, and Amber likewise for Jeff. And I just wish you best wishes for the rest of your life. Thank you.
Amber, I've known since I was about 13 years old. And to me, she's family. Just like her family. Sid, Leanne, they're all family to me. I love them. Oh my goodness. I can't even explain how much they mean to me. So, Amber, I cried so much just to see you walk down the aisle. And you know how much you mean to me. And I really wish your goddaughters were here too. And you know how much that means to me. So, unfortunately, I fell a few times, so I'm not healed. But I will dance my booty off, and I want to dance with each one of you guys. And I am so ecstatic, and I'm happy to be, I guess, the last one to tell you how happy I am for both of you guys.
There you go. Good job.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming. To my beautiful daughter, and my beautiful son-in-law. I thank you for having the union with my daughter. I couldn't be more blessed.
This is our mother-son, father-daughter dance. Jeffy. Technically, this is the bride's cake. The groom used to have a separate cake, but that's kind of old-fashioned. They don't do that much anymore. And so there they join hands, and since it is the bride's cake, the bride will serve the first piece to her husband, which is symbolic of her willing to share everything that she possesses. Now the question is it going to be nice or is it going to be naughty? How many people think it should be very nice? Let me hear a cheer from you. How many people want to see some frosting fly, huh? Well, it could go either way. Amber, you feed him the first piece, and let's see what happens. It's up, it's up. Oh, wasn't that special? Now it's Jeff's turn. It's up, it's in. Oh, and they kiss. So it was nice on both counts, All right, lights are up. Here we go. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. We have a winner. He's a nibbler. All right, boys in the center of the room there. All the boys in the center of the room. You have to keep your eyes open, and there it flew, ladies and gentlemen.
Congrats! Congrats, Jeff and Amber. We can't wait to celebrate with you tonight. Cheers!
Hello, Amber and Jeffrey. Just wanted to say congratulations. Wish you all the best. Life may bring you in the future. It's always not going to be easy, but you guys will manage to get through it. Yeah, so from the bottom of the heart, from my family to yours, wish you, just a great journey in life together. And I guess for now, I'm out. Go Lakers.
Jeff and Amber, we just want to wish you a wonderful, wonderful lifetime of happiness and friendship. And your wedding was so beautiful. And we're never going to forget living with Jeff and also playing basketball with Amber. Cheers.
Congratulations.
my churros.